CDU leader, Chancellor Angela Merkel, has to hold the party together. But in the middle of the financial crisis, and with just 1 year until parliamentary elections, that's not an easy task. The party members are discussing the right strategy, and many say Merkel is not pumping enough money into stimulating the economy. The CDU's sister party, the Bavarian-based CSU, is especially critical. It wants more financial support for business.
And, apart from that, the best thing we can do next year is to cut income tax, so that people have more money left over from their gross earnings.
CDU members are also putting pressure on Chancellor Merkel. The party's pro-business wing is fighting for its tradition as a party of small and mid-sized companies and calling for lower taxes.
The CDU needs a clear idea of how taxes should develop next year. Our election platform will surely include a tax reform. That has to be included. The people who accomplish something in this country, the people who work a lot, have to reap the benefits. The state can't always take the lion's share of wage increases.
Harsh criticism is also being served up at a German hotel and restaurant industry conference. It employs 1 million people, and employers are frightened by the financial crisis. They're calling on Merkel to lower value-added tax in their industry from 19 to 7%. The Chancellor clearly says she needs the tax revenues, but accepts their demands with humour.
So, to take the bull by the horns, of course you have wishes, and that's legitimate. When I see 7%, I know it has nothing to do with my party's election results. I'm sure you understand that. That can't be what you mean. No, you're talking about a topic we've been discussing with you for years. I recognize your needs, but I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
No false promises. Merkel opposes tax cuts, but she is putting together an economic stimulus program to unburden families and small businesses. She's sticking to the centre, in keeping with her party's election campaign motto. But the financial crisis has posed new problems for Merkel and the CDU, as a party favouring the social market economy.
Of course, after this financial crisis, a CDU chancellor has said things and called for things that just a year ago could have been expected from the post-communists. And so the pro-business wing of the CDU is rightly worried that this could go too far.
As Chancellor in a grand coalition, Angela Merkel has moved her party more towards the centre. She has had to find a consensus with the Social Democrats in order to act in the financial crisis. Merkel is a pragmatist.
That is why I am pleading for a moderate path in the middle, which has always been the path of the social market economy and has proven itself over the long term. In recent years, whenever we've met Americans or British people, they've made fun of our moderate increase in rates of returns. They've asked, why don't you go all out? We didn't go all out.
Commitment to the social market economy. But 1 year before elections, Merkel has to drum up support for her party. The pro-business wing accuses her of making the CDU indistinguishable from the Social Democrats.
This has nothing to do with becoming Social Democrats. We are a broad-based party and can win a majority only if we appeal to 80% of the population. 10 or 15% isn't enough. I want the qualified craftsman to vote CDU, but we also need his employees to vote CDU if we want a majority.
Merkel has to keep the two wings of the party together. She has opened up the party, and it now stands between tradition and modernity.
A major party has no alternative to modernization. We have to adjust to current events. That's why it's important for us to address the climate, the environment, and consumer protection. But we have to maintain our core competency in business, finances, and domestic policy.
Angela Merkel has a knack for building bridges, one brick at a time, and at the conference ahead of next year's parliamentary elections, the Chancellor will have to decide which course the party will take.